Hello, Karol from Social WiFi here. Today we are going to be configuring a MikroTik device so that it can run Social WiFi. We are going to be following this article that's hosted on our Academy page, MikroTik Installation Guide. The very first step that you are going to need to take is connecting the device to the internet. All that has to be done is plugging in an Ethernet port 1 to your internet source. The second port will need to be plugged into your computer. The second step is actually accessing the admin panel for the device. You can do that by downloading Winbox software that can be downloaded straight from MikroTik's website. I already have Winbox downloaded, and this is how it looks like when I access it. To log into your MikroTik, you are going to need to double-click on MAC address and press connect. Now we are going to need to follow a couple of steps to set up some interfaces. So the step is called device configuration, and let's start with adding a new bridge. We go into interfaces and we add a new bridge. The bridge, as the article suggests, we are going to be calling it SW, standing for Social Wi-Fi, and let's press OK. In the IP tab, we need to add a new address, so we go to IP addresses, press plus, and let's just copy these numbers from here and connect it to the new interface SW. Now we need to make sure that it's running and it is enabled. The next step is adding IP pool. Let's call it the same way as our instructions do. And copy and paste the address. Alright, all set. And now we go into IP, DHCP server. We need to make sure that we are in DHCP. Press plus, name, interface SW, lease time, and address pool, the newly created DHCP pool SW. Alright, let's make sure it's running, and so it is. Now in the Networks tab, pressing plus again, address, gateway, and DNS server. Alright. In the Bridge tab, in the Ports subsection, we have to remove our WLAN. In the Ports section, now we add a new interface connected to our SW bridge. And let's press OK. The next step is going to be configuring our radius. So to do that, we are going to need the MAC address of our device. We can get it by clicking Quick Set, and here's the MAC address. We'll just copy it for later. What we need to do now is take this MAC address, go to this link, paste it here, and click Get Files. You're going to get a zip file that I already have on my device, and it is here. What you need to do is go to your Files section in Winbox and just drag all of those files in here. And this section is done. The second thing that we need to do with the MAC address is to actually go to the Social Wi-Fi panel and visit our Access Points tab. In here, we need to add this access point, so let's just paste the MAC address and click Create. Alright, seems to be going fine. Now again in Winbox, the next step is configuring the Radius server there. In Radius we need to click plus, and in here we are going to add a hotspot service with the address copied from here, authentication port this one, accounting that one, and timeout let's set it to 1000 as the instruction suggests. Now what we need to do is go to the panel again and take the Radius secret. Radius secret is available here. Let's move me a bit. So this is the one. Let's reveal and copy it. We've got it copied. We just need to paste it to Winbox as the secret. Okay, looks fine. Let's make sure it's running. All right. Moving me back. And now the third step of the configuration is walled Garden DNS. This we do a bit differently. You can see this block of text. We need to take the entire thing, highlight it, copy, and in Winbox press New Terminal. In here we will need to paste it, but make sure not to press Ctrl V or Command V, because it won't work. What you need to do is right click and press paste. A bunch of lines, and now hit enter. And the walled garden should be updated. Now we are very close to the end. We need to go to IP, hotspot, select server profiles, and double click on default. In the general tab, you need to change the DNS name. Let's take it from the instructions. HTML directory. It's referring to the files we put in earlier, so we put a dot in here. Login. We need to make sure that it just has this one ticked. The other ones have to remain empty. And Radius tab, use Radius, and OK. Looking good. Now, IP hotspot servers. Here we need to add a new one. Call it Social Wi-Fi, quite an obvious name. Select SW interface again and press OK. Let's see if it's running. It's not, so let's click the check mark. And now IP hotspot user profiles. So we need to go here and double click on default. Let's change the keep alive timeout from 2 minutes to 3 hours. And it should be fine now. Now we are going to need to configure the Wi-Fi network. It is pretty much the last step. Interfaces, and here we have the WLAN. Let's double click it, and here in the wireless tab we can see SSID line. This is actually the name of the network that will be visible to your customers or guests. So let's call it Social Wi-Fi, but you can call it however you like, and press OK. To wrap everything up, you need to press System and Reboot. This will restart your MikroTik and might take your internet access for a second. Once you restart it, you should be able to see the name Social Wi-Fi, the name of the network you just configured. And you can connect to it and test if the service is running properly. If you have any issues with this configuration, please feel free to reach out to us at support@socialwifi.com. Thank you for watching and good luck with your installation.